Hopefully we're starting by talking about old flames today after actress Sheridan Smith has reportedly split up with her former boyfriend for the second time. The couple first dated over 20 years ago before getting back together in September. So is it okay to rekindle an old romance, or some things just maybe best left in the past, Colleen? It depends on circumstances.
I think it totally depends on the circumstances. I think it depends on what age you were when you first dated. So if you were dating as school teenagers or whatever, and then you meet 20 years down the line when you're a bit older and you've gone through life and you rekindle it. I think, though, if it was...
Jane did that, didn't she? Jane McDonald?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Ed.
Ed, yeah.
She met him years before and then met him again. And I think it depends on how the relationship ended. You know, if it ended in a toxic fashion. I think the problem is that some relationships, when they end, you then romanticise them as the years go on. Oh, yeah, but remember when we did that? And you forget all the bad things.
Yeah.
But I do think it can work. I know, you know, friends that I have that split up for 10 years, got back together and are still blissfully happy now. It's just that they needed to split up to find what they really wanted. But equally, I also know a lot of people that have gone back and it's never worked. I couldn't go back because I would always think it didn't work. So what makes me think I'm going to do it now?
Yeah,
but
why would it get any better?
I don't think I would go back, but I don't think it's impossible.
You've also got to have ended it on a sort of level pegging, don't you?
Yeah.
If there's one person much more hurt than the other, it's all to do with timing and feelings, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Although we were saying the appeal of it, well, for me anyway, because I'm online dating, and
Oh, you poor thing. Oh, my God, I can't think of anything worse.
It's not easy. And the thing about it is that so much time is spent at the beginning stages of a relationship, isn't it? When you go into the small talk and having to get to know each other and having to go through all of that stuff. If you go back to a previous boyfriend or partner, you can miss all of that.
You can bypass
You can
that
just
bit,
go,
yeah.
right, oh,
It's
and I have
all
to go
done,
through all of
yeah.
that. It feels
the familiarity.
And also, it's the devil you know, isn't
Yeah.
it? The devil you know, better the devil you know than the devil you don't know. And especially if you're kind of in need of something, you know, like, you know, something.
attention.
What are you saying, Carol?
Well, what I'm saying is that, you know, sometimes, like with some of my exes, I didn't particularly like them when I split up with them, but they, you know, sometimes I thought, well, they weren't bad in that department, so, you know, maybe, you know, sometimes needs must.
Time.
But no, I really can't see me ever getting back with anybody, obviously, because I'm very happy with Mark, but I can't see me getting back with anybody that I have been with, not on a relationship basis, but possibly in a physical way. In a physical way, I might consider it.
Ben and Jennifer.
Yeah.
Jennifer, whatever.
Yeah.
That's working.
And they
out
went
well.
off and had very separate lives,
Yeah.
didn't they? And
Very
children
publicly.
and public.
Yeah.
Is that real, though, do you think? Or is it just for
Yeah.
the cameras?
Who
No,
knows?
it's real.
gotta be
It's
real.
They look really, like, happy and in love.
But you can
But
understand.
they're actors.
Really cynical.
I know, you love a romance.
romantic.
I get that, I get it. But you can understand, I suppose, maybe couples that have been together when they're really young and you split up because you're really young. And then you meet again maybe 20, 30
You're
years
a different
later.
person.
And you're
you
a
could be an
different...
entirely different person, can't you, when you get older?
But the foundations are still there,
Yeah.
possibly, from those early days.
And I do think also that people who have children sometimes, you know, they might go through rough patches, they split up, and then, I don't know, people do fall out over various things, but, you know, they grow up and then they forgive each other and they kind of put things behind them, and people do change and people do definitely forgive people and they make friends again. So, you know, why not get back with that person, especially if you have children, because it's kind of more important, isn't it, I think? And I know quite a few people who have done that. They've had various problems in their lives and in their past and habits that they maybe couldn't break. And then they do that. And so, you know, you can start from scratch. I think you can do that.
Yeah. It is possible.
It is.
It is.
That's a very
definitely
positive note from you, Carol.
It is possible.